So for today's lesson, we're going to be working with the number 6, and we're going to be decomposing the number 6, doing that in drawings, with pictures, and also by drawing it the 5 group way and recording these decompositions with number sentences. All you'll need for today's lesson is just a piece of paper and a pencil to follow along. So go ahead and pause the video to take a minute to get those materials. Now I want you to start by drawing a stick that has 6 cubes in it. Now I want you to cross off 2 from the end. How many cubes are we left with? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're left with 4 cubes. Can we write a number sentence to match what we just did? Let's think about it. How many cubes did we start with? We started with 6. How many cubes did we take away? We took away 2, and we can show that by using the minus sign. So 6 take away 2 equals, how many cubes are we left with? 4. So we started with 6 cubes, we took away 2, and we're left with 4. So 6 take away 2 equals 4. We can also write a number bond to match this number sentence. So go ahead and draw a number bond. What's going to go in our hole? How many did we start with? We started with 6. How many did we take away? We took away 2. And how many were we left with? 4. So 6 was our whole, and our 2 parts were 2 and 4. We can also draw 6 the 5 group way, which looks like this. Five on top and then 1 more down below makes 6. So go ahead and draw 6 the 5 group way. Now I want you to cross off 3 of those dots. So let's cross off 3. 1, 2, 3. We can write a number sentence to match what we just did, like before. So how many dots did we start with? We started with 6. And remember, we show take away by using the minus sign. So 6 take away. And how many dots did we cross off? 3. How many are we left with? 3. So we started with 6, take away, we took away 3. So 6 take away 3 equals 3 because we're left with 3 dots. We can also write this in a number bond. So go ahead and draw your number bond just like before. Now let's fill it in. How many did we start with? How many dots did we start with at the beginning? If you said 6, you are correct. And then what were our 2 parts? How many dots did we cross off? We crossed off 3. And after we crossed off 3 of those dots, how many were we left with? We were left with 3. So our number bond looks like this. 6 was our whole, and then our 2 parts are 3. Let's practice that again by drawing 6 the 5 group way. 5 and then 6. Now what were to happen if I were to cross off 5 of those 6 dots? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many am I left with? If you said 1, you are correct, and we can write a number sentence to match this too. So how many dots did we start with all together? We started with 6. And remember, we show takeaway using the minus sign. How many dots did we take away? How many did we cross off? If you said 5, you are correct. 6, take away 5, and how many are we left with? We're left with just 1. Now let's fill in our number bond to match this. So we have our whole, and then we have our 2 parts. We started with 6, so that was our whole. We took away 5, that was one of our parts, and we were left with only 1, so that is our other part.